Hello, homies! What's up? It's your boy, Merged Zekrom, back again with something truly twisted. Now, we've played hundreds of Pokemonromhacks on this channel. We've been the hero, the champion, the savior of the world countless times. But today, that all changes. Because this time, we're crossing the line. Today, we're stepping into worlds where the moral compass doesn't point north. Where you're not saving anyone, you're the reason people need saving. These are Pokemonromhacks that dare to make you the villain. The kind that throw away the smiles, the safe choices, and the comfy journey. Instead, they drag you down into the underworld of Pokemon, where betrayal, revenge, and power are the only currencies that matter. So buckle up, because this is not your typical Pokemon adventure. This is what happens when you stop playing by the rules. Let's start with the undisputed king of villain stories, Pokemon Fire Red. Rocket Edition. Imagine the same Kanto you know, Pallet Town, Viridian, Cerulean, but everything's twisted. You're not the wide-eyed kid running to get your first starter from Professor Oak. You're the grunt, waiting in the shadows, stealing those Pokémon before the trainer even gets there. The game begins with you as a low-level Team Rocket recruit. You're not respected. You're not even trusted. You take missions that start small, like roughing up trainers or stealing data, but every choice leads to darker territory. As you climb the ranks, you start uncovering the real secrets of Team Rocket. Giovanni isn't just a mob boss, he's a visionary, seeing the corruption in the Pokemon League itself. And you're the tool that makes his empire thrive. But what's so incredible about Rocket Edition is the writing. Every NPC, every mission, every decision feels like a part of a bigger moral puzzle. You'll question whether you're actually evil or just a product of a broken world. And then there's the signature mechanic, stealing Pokemon. After every battle, you can decide whether to take your opponent's Pokemon or leave them with their dignity. It's such a simple idea, but it completely changes how you play the game. For the first time, you feel powerful, but also guilty. That's the kind of emotional depth most official games never dare to touch. Next up, we move from the mob life to the street life. If Rocket Edition made you question morality, Pokemon Outlaw makes you question reality itself. Outlaw doesn't open with a peaceful hometown or a cozy lab. It starts with you, an orphan kid, broke, homeless, and ignored by the world. No one gives you your first Pokemon out of kindness. You take it. And from there, your journey is pure chaos survival, rebellion, and revenge. The world of Outlaw is a decaying Kanto filled with social issues that Pokemon games never show. Poverty, addiction, crime, and corruption. Every line of dialogue hits with a mix of dark humor and raw truth. The game is brutally honest about life, no sugarcoating, no believe-in-yourself speeches. It's Pokemon in its most unfiltered form. And yet, beneath all that grit, there's heart. Your character doesn't fight for badges or fame. They fight because that's the only way to be seen in a world that's forgotten them. It's wild, it's rough, and it's not for everyone, but it's one of the most authentic ROM hack experiences out there. When you finally look back at what you've done, every theft, every confrontation, you realize that in this world, there are no real heroes, just survivors. If Outlaw was about survival, Pokemon Karusu is about vengeance. It's one of the darkest stories ever told in a Pokemon hack, and it doesn't hold back. You play as a young woman who's endured unimaginable pain, kidnapped, betrayed, and left for dead. But when she returns, it's not to rebuild her life. It's to destroy the people who destroyed her. From the moment you start, the tone is chilling. There's no cheery soundtrack, no happy NPCs, only broken cities, silence, and dialogue that cuts like glass. Every encounter is personal, every battle fueled by emotion. Karusu isn't a game you play to win, you play it to feel. You're constantly torn between your humanity and your rage, between forgiveness and punishment. The game makes you question, when you've been hurt this deeply, can revenge ever bring peace? What really stands out is how grounded the writing is. It doesn't treat trauma like a plot twist. It treats it like a shadow that follows you everywhere. By the end, you're not sure if you've defeated your enemies or become one of them. It's art disguised as a ROM hack, and that's saying something. Now, let's talk about a series that's practically built on chaos. Pokemon Dark Rising. The game's subtitle, Ordered Destroyed, says it all. In this one, you're not some bright-eyed trainer setting off on a journey. You're caught in a world teetering between gods and demons, and you're part of the destruction itself. Story is massive divine forces manipulating reality, ancient entities waging war through trainers, and you stuck in the middle, making choices that can doom entire regions. But unlike most Pokemon games, your decisions here don't make you a savior. They make you a weapon. The writing digs deep into themes of corruption, power, and destiny. It's not about good versus evil, but control versus chaos. Every boss fight feels personal, like you're fighting for your own soul. And when the game throws those unexpected moral questions at you, whether you should save or destroy, it makes you stop and think. Dark Rising isn't just hard because of the battles. It's hard because it makes you confront what your character has become. And finally, the cult classic, the one that started nightmares for an entire generation of ROM hack fans, Pokemon Snakewood. Set in a Hoenn, has been torn apart by a zombie apocalypse. You wake up in ruins, with no memory and no hope. The region you once knew is gone, replaced by corpses, chaos, and corrupted trainers. But the real horror of Snakewood isn't the zombies. It's the slow realization that you might be one of the bad guys too. You make decisions that blur morality, helping some people, abandoning others, sometimes just surviving at any cost. The writing feels surreal, sometimes poetic, sometimes completely insane. And that's what gives it its charm. It's not polished, it's not balanced, but it's alive. Every battle feels like it could be your last. Every victory feels hollow. It's that rare kind of Pokemon game where you're constantly wondering, what if I'm the monster here? Snakeward is messy, brilliant, and unforgettable. The kind of hack you never forget, even years later. So yeah, Legends. These are the games where you're not the chosen one. Where your journey doesn't end with applause, but with a question, what have I become? These ROM hacks are proof that Pokemon isn't just about collecting creatures or battling rivals. It's about storytelling, identity, and perspective. Sometimes playing the villain helps you see the hero's world in a whole new light. And honestly, maybe that's why these hacks hit so differently. Because deep down, we've all wondered what it would be like to be on the other side. If you enjoyed this deeper dive into the darker side of Pokemon, smash that like button, drop a comment with your favorite villain ROM hack, and subscribe, because next time, we're diving into Pokemon ROM hacks that redefine the hero's journey. Until then, this is Merged Zekrom, signing off. Stay curious, stay legendary, and remember, sometimes the villain story is just misunderstood.